You should be open-minded. You know what I mean? Like you should be like, oh damn.
What is ignorant about what I say? What did I say that was ignorant?
Now, right in this moment, I don't think what you said has been. I mean, you haven't said much, by the way, but like, yeah, you haven't said much or anything that I thought was like ignorant, right? But when we've had conversation before, you said a lot of things that were ignorant, and you're just like, nope, I'm not gonna budge. This is what I believe, and I'm just like, okay, keep believing that if you want to.
Ignorant,
huh?
I never said anything ignorant. Meaning,
You've never said anything ignorant.
Like in my life, yeah. In any of our diatribes, nah. I've never said anything ignorant. Something that just came out of emotion with no information behind it. I didn't say that.
Tons of things.
You can't. You said tons. You looked to the side and said tons of things as if it was fact. Like, oh, let me check in my mind. Come on, bro. You know I didn't say anything that outlandish. You actually jumped out the window and called me a woman hater. After I told you that, I feel like the average woman is superior mentally to the average man. I told you that the men are controlling in society. I didn't try to give women the power to then give them the responsibility and shit on them for that. I told you that I concede right now that I'm very objective. I'm very fair. That's not how you use diatribe. That's absolutely how you use diatribe. Diatribe is an argumentative point of view in discourse. But I know what diatribe means. Anyway, I'm reading your comments at the same time. Sorry, bro.
I wouldn't do that. I hate when you guys do that. It's really rude. You see how I'm already lost because you're reading comments, and I didn't say nothing about diatribe. So
yeah, it's not diatribe is a long speech. Diatribe is a long speech contrary to the person you're talking to, not just.
I don't care. I don't care. You can have that argument in the comments when we get done if you want to.
I got you. They about to give you a quick $50 to drop me soon anyway. I mean, I'm just saying.
We just talking. Why y'all be so worried about the money? This is the wildest shit ever. Just worry about the conversation. I'm not worried about no money and that. We just talking. Just had a conversation.
You're right. But I don't feel like I said anything ignorant. I didn't think I said anything ignorant.
Why would you?
Huh?
How often do you think people think they say stuff that's ignorant when they say ignorant things?
People say ignorant stuff regularly on a regular.
No, I know. People do say ignorant stuff regularly, but how often do they clock that it's ignorant?
Oh, never. People are
almost. So you saying you don't think you say anything ignorant or whatever, that is irrelevant to me. Of course you wouldn't think you said anything ignorant. Why would you say it? But you did, and you have. It's all on YouTube. I watched it. I got clips of it.
I watched our
exchange
on YouTube. Man, I really did cook you, bro. Like, go back and listen, my boy. Go back and listen, man. You really went off on that etymology thing. I would take that down if I was you, man. For real, that's embarrassing. No, your take on etymology was really, really crazy, bro. You can't change the definitions of words and then say the etymology of the word. That's crazy. That was crazy, bro.
I never even said that. That doesn't even make sense. You can change that. You can change the definition of a word because words definitions change all the time. And that is literally what etymology is. So it starts off one way and it ends up. So you trace the history of the word. We already had this, and that's how I know you are actually ignorant because you don't like you could if you could. So you're telling me you watched it back again and you're doubling down on your ignorance. Just shows me that it's a lost cause. Like, what are you talking about? How did you? Are you serious?
The etymology of the word is from another language, not from the same language to another definition in that same language. Public.
The majority of our words come from another language. Do they not?
That's what etymology means. It doesn't mean the etymology of the word.
That is what happens. What are you talking about?
No, etymology. Look, when the G word, I don't know if we're allowed to say gay. Are we allowed to say that word or no? I don't want to get
try it. And that's not what etymology is, by the way. It's not from another language. It's not only from another language, but it's definitely it definitely just talks about how words change.
You looked up the definition, bro?
Yeah, I've looked up the definition before.
Let's read the definition. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll apologize in front of your live audience if I'm wrong, man. Hold on a second. Etymology. If you beat me to it, go ahead and read it out. Etymology.
Etymology. Here, let me look it up now. I wasn't planning on doing it. I hate looking up words while I'm on the show. It's boring.
My bad. Yeah, I don't want to lose your viewers. I don't want to bore them. The history of a word or phrase shown by tracing its development and relationships, a branch of linguistic dealing with etymologies. I don't like that definition to be used.
That is the definition. I know you don't like it because you don't know what you're talking about, but that's the definition of the word. And now, hold on, wait. And now with this newfound information, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to double down, triple down now, and just keep saying you were right, or are you going to accept the fact you didn't know what you were talking about? I knew. Hold on, Nine. You didn't know what you were talking about in that time. You don't know what you're talking about now. And not only did you take the time to watch the video again, you never took the time to look up what the fucking word meant, which is scarier to me.
Sir, I said there's two definitions here.
That's the definition that I'm talking about, though. If there's two definitions, I can use either one. And I'm using that one. That's the definition I'm talking about, because that's what I was referring to.
I just listen. The history of a word or phrase shown by tracing its development and relationships is the definition that I'm hinging on. The second definition is a branch of linguistic dealings with etymologies. I said I don't like that second one.
Oh, because okay. Well, the first one is exactly what I thought it was.
The first one is the one I was talking about. The root.
It's not. That's not. How did you get from a wait? How did
history of a word?
Read it again. Read it again slowly.
Okay. The history of a word or phrase shown by tracing its development and relationships. Okay,
that's exactly what I don't know if you know, but wait. So break it down, piece. See, I don't know if you know this about me, you don't know this about me, but I'm gonna tell you something about me. I am really, really good at reading comprehension. It's one of my. I'm not good at everything. I'm not good at a lot of stuff, but I'm really good at reading comprehension, right? So it's clear to me right now in this moment, you are not. Like, you don't understand what that means because you think it has something to do with it being it coming from a different language and changing and metamorphosing into a different word. That's not what it is, right? It literally is describing it. Hold on, Nine. You want me to teach you or what? You want to teach me something you don't know? Go ahead, I'll listen.
No. I'm not trying to teach you or have you teach me anything. What I'm trying to
highlight, you need a lesson in it though, because you didn't know what it meant and you don't know what it means now. So why wouldn't you listen?
Know what it means, because I'm telling you, it's the history of a word, and our language is not our first language. Our language is derivative of other languages. So the history of the word by default is talking about where it's coming from, bro. Like you really
thought that made sense? You thought what you just said made sense? Say it again. Say it again. And try to make it make sense to everybody, because I don't think you know what it means. I don't think
the history of a word goes. English has no history. Okay.
See, this is now you already lost me. This is stupid. What do you mean English has no history?
A derivative language of other languages, good sir. So
I know
if we're talking about the history
it
of
still
the word,
has a history though.
Another language to understand the history of that word. Okay, you don't go to the beginning of the middle and then say this is where it started. Public offender, stop.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It said the history of the word, Mr. Reading Comprehension. The history of the word. English is derivative of other languages. It is a bootleg fake language compiled of different other languages.
It is derived from other languages, you mean?
It's derivative of other languages. I used the word completely correctly, sir.
Okay.
It's derivative of other languages, okay? And then our English is watered down from another English. So the history of the word, you have to go back to its original language where it was created to get the etymology of the word, public offender. Stop it. Stop it. Come on, public. You smarter than this, bro.
I know. I'm clearly smarter than you when it comes to this. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just using the word salad. Nine, hold on. I'm just trying to help you out. You didn't say anything relevant right now. I'm just letting you talk. Don't think because I didn't interrupt you, it means that you said anything poignant.
I know.
You didn't say anything. I'm telling you that the definition is the definition. And here is
the word.
Nine. Stop.
Okay.
The definition of the word, to put it plainly, just says it traces the history of the word, how the word develops, right? So, like I said before, in 1900, gay meant happy. In 2024, it still means happy, don't get me wrong. But if you say the word, it could also, most people, when they hear the word, they think it means, they link it to homosexuality, right? Because the word has changed. That is the etymology of the word. If you studied the history of it, that would be the etymology of the word. That's what it is. Simple. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're trying to complicate it and convolute it. Nah, hold on. You're trying to complicate it and convolute it because you don't know what you're talking about. And it's really weird. Like, I don't understand why are you doing this. Like, even with the definition plainly in front of us for both of us to read it, you are still trying to gaslight me into believing that it's not the thing that I understand it to be. That's fucking sick.
Hold on, public.
Your level of narcissism is bro. I've been accused of you know, dying with the lie type shit before, but this is a whole new level of dying with the lie. Like, you are literally trying to tell me right now, you are trying to gaslight me into believing that what I read is not what I read. Like, I don't understand it, and you have a better understanding of it than I do, but it's just not right.
Let me read this. The etymology is the study and investigation of the origin of words in a particular language. An example of etymology is the word trivial, which stems from the Latin word trivium. This is the etymology of the word, okay? The root base of where we get it from. It's not just like, oh, the definition changed because society is altered. That's not etymology. That's just...
Then what is it?
It's literally the study and investigation.
No. What is it then? What else? How else? What do you call that when a word changes? What do you call it? If you wanted to study, hold on. Wait. Oh, listen to the question, Nine. What would you call it if you were to study how words change over time? How would you
from another language, not just change?
No. In the same language. It doesn't say from another language. It's not specific to another language.
Me saying Yankee, Yankee means somebody, quote unquote, I'm making stuff up right now. This is hypothetical. Yankee means New Yorker. Okay. 4 years later, no, Yankee means person who wears sneakers in New York and leaves New York. That's not the etymology of the word. We have to go where Yankee started in Latin and then study. And then trace it to now. To the original definition.
Brett, yes, that's exactly what you do. You take, hold on, I'm gonna help you out because you're almost there. You start, you're right. You go back to when it started, and then you trace it back to now. You don't just go back and stop. You don't go back and just stop where it started in fucking 1600. You go, oh, this is what it was in 1600, and what does it mean now? In the English language, what does it mean now in French? What does it mean now in Spanish? That's how you trace it. That would be the etymology. And I asked you for the definition, or what other word would you use to describe that process? And you don't have another word for it because it's etymology, nigga. Jesus Christ. If there was because that is a real thing.
Sir, like, so what the fuck are you missing? It has nothing to do with another language. Now that I read you that study, that definition, now you move the goalpost saying, oh, it's from another language.
I've been saying the same definition. I've been saying the same thing this whole time. I don't know. I said the same thing when we talked the first time. I'm saying the same thing now. You are still wrong. Even after you read the definition, you don't know what you're talking about. Still, in 2024 right now, we can watch how. And here's the thing. And I'm going to tell you something. Nine, you are a perfect example of why women need to avoid men need to avoid women. Like, you are crazy, bro. You are not well in the head. This is not what a sane. How am I not well in the head? Hold on, brother. Hold on. Let me help you out. This is not how a sane person functions. What you're doing right now, this is unstable behavior. It really is. The fake laughter, the tripling down, all of that shit, clearly wrong, like blatantly wrong. Shaming me. I'm not shaming you. See? You're hurting my feelings. Hold on. That's another thing y'all do. Nobody is shaming you. I'm not putting you down. I am so fucking serious right now. You do not understand. I'm dead. I am dead serious. How you are acting is not indicative of a healthy mind. It is you're not acting like a healthy-minded individual. This is sick. I'm not playing. Why am I shaming you? I'm dead serious.
You can't be serious, bro.
Brother. What about what I'm saying or how I'm presenting myself right now makes you think I'm playing with you? I'm 100% serious. I'm not playing. There's something wrong with you. Like, I don't know, and I don't know if you're doing it. And I'll give you an out. I don't know if you're doing it for TikTok, like this is your shtick on TikTok. You see what
No,
I'm saying? I know
have no
people have
shtick,
shticks
Dad.
on
This is who
TikTok.
I am.
This could be your shtick on TikTok. I'll give you.
It's not my
I don't know.
shtick, man.
So I'll give you that out. Maybe you aren't this person in real life, but
I am.
to me, it appears to be that you are this person who, even when faced with facts, you just refuse to accept them.
Bro, you know that you're recording denying that the etymology of the word is the study from another language into ours. And now you're saying, yeah, it's the study from another language to our modern definition that might have changed 2 times within that time. That's crazy, public. Public. That is a cognitive dissonance so disconnected that you're in another planet right now, public. Come on, man.
So now you're trying to do the I'm rubber, you're glue.
No,
Like, what?
public.
No, you're the one that has a cognitive dissonance, public. No, it's you. It's not me. I just told you that.
Public,
That's what's wrong with you right now.
I just literally highlighted I literally just said exactly what you said in the first slide.
So if hold on, wait. So who would you believe? Right? If it's not me, right? Maybe I'm not the right person for it. Who would you want to believe? Could we ask people that are more educated than us? Would that be fair? Because you're not obviously you're not that educated, and I'm not that. I know I'm not that educated. But who would you listen to? Because I don't know what the fuck else you want. Would you listen to somebody who was an English major tell you that that's the definition? Like how would you believe it? Like would it matter? Like if anybody told you to confirm what I'm saying is true, how would you believe it? Do you see what I'm saying? Like what would make you believe it?
Public, I just read you the definition of the
I know, hold
etymology.
on. Don't you gotta answer my question, sir. What would help you understand this better? I don't know, sir. 9. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm trying to help. I want to know what would help you understand this better. It's not me. Is it because it's coming from me and you just can't concede the point?
I got nothing against you, public. I got nothing against you.
I mean, you can say that, but clearly you got something going on, right?
We disagree ideology.
No, bro, we don't, sir. I promise you that's not it. I've already told you that's not it. It's
I'm not disagreeing with you because it's coming from you.
We don't disagree, sir. You completely understand where I'm coming from. You choose to lie. You choose to be obtuse. You're willfully obtuse. It's a difference. It's not we have a different. You see what I'm saying? Like to me,
about what,
wait, hold on, bro. Why are you talking while I'm talking? When a person says that to me, how I interpret the whole we have different ideologies. It's like you think what you think and you truly believe that, right? Like it's like, nope, this is what I believe. And I have some facts and some evidence and yada, yada, yada. And you have what you believe. And you have some facts and some evidence to substantiate that, right? You are not that. You are, I know what you're saying is true. I can articulate it perfectly. But then when I have to articulate my stance, my brain turns into fucking fairy dust. And snails and slug and snail snot and shit. Like your brain just turns into nothing, like mush. And you just start like blah, 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 blah.
Funny nigga,
and I'm like, yo, like how did that just happen? So 2 minutes ago, he perfectly could articulate what I was saying. Now when I ask him his point, it's like
it's all recorded, public. You're gonna put this one on YouTube too, right?
I'm on YouTube right now. Why are you so worried about the setup? It's on there, bro.
I'm gonna go back to this, bro.
Go back to it.
I am gonna go because this is crazy. You're shaming the hell out of me, trying to make me feel bad for something that you did.
I'm not shaming you. What?
Hold on.
Where do you think? You think I'm playing or something like that? What do you want me to tell you? I'm telling you exactly what's going on.
I think what you're doing is an act for money. I don't think you really.
Here we go. More projection. Go ahead.
But look, it's not projected because I'm not putting up a front. I don't have any.
You are definitely 9. Let's be, sir. Look, you are definitely putting up a front. I don't.
I don't put up front.
I don't contradict myself. I don't lie. I don't do any of that stuff. I've been on.
Yourself.
I didn't.
Yeah.
You don't.
When I
sir,
told you
I
that
didn't. Only you. I'm telling you. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you? Are you familiar with the idea of objective truth?
Of course.
Okay. So, if we're talking, and there's 400 people listening to us, and 399 of them disagree with you, and you're the only one who is seeing what you're seeing. What makes you think that what you're saying is still true? And don't deflect. Don't be like, oh, that's because they ain't like. I don't give a fuck. You don't think anybody would agree with you if you were making sense?
It doesn't matter if you're right. It doesn't matter how many people disagree. No, you can't.
That is what objective. What is objective truth?
That doesn't make it objectively true.
It
Objective
does.
is independent of any,
I'm sorry.
any person
I'm sorry.
arguing.
It does.
No, objective doesn't mean, oh, those people are arguing against you, so they gotta be right, Louis.
I'm
You gotta
saying
be
that if
objective.
everybody fucking agrees on something, it is objectively true. That's the point of an objective truth, bro.
No.
And we only
Hold
can
on.
judge this off of the 400 people that are watching us right now. So 400 people watching, objectively speaking, the vast majority of them agree that what I'm saying is correct.
Public.
The vast majority of them think that what you're saying, is fucking
That doesn't
babble.
make it objective truth because more people agree with you. Public, that's ignorant. Stop it. Stop it, man. If 1,000 people say the sky is red and the sky is blue, and I'm saying the sky is blue, you're telling me that the sky is red just because more people say it? Stop. That's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy, man. I told you etymology is not a word changing because the society changed it to fit its current narrative. Etymology is the study of a word from its original language to what we have it to describe the same idea. And then now, before you said, no, etymology don't got nothing to do with the history of the word in another language. Now you're saying, oh, it does have to do something with the history of the word in another language, but we just have to study to its current definition that we altered it to. Stop it, public. You're making me sound like I'm jumping all over the
I
place.
didn't even hear nothing you said, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you now. I literally
Wow.
stopped listening to you.
Wow, public. Come on, man.
I can't do the performative shit. Stop
Public.
it, public. You're like I get it, bro. You're not saying nothing.
I'm from New York, man. We
I
talk
know.
about
I can
doorknobs
tell,
and
but you're not.
fucking
But I'm just
carpet
letting you know
runs.
that there's nothing at this point. There's nothing you can say to change my mind because I know what you're saying is wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm 100. It's not even it's not a debate. It's literally just me like trying to negotiate with you.
Wow,
I'm
bro.
trying to negotiate with the terrorists right now, pretty much.
No,
Like that's all it is. Like I'm literally trying to like talk like an unstable person off the ledge. You know what I mean? Like, and you're like, no, no, I can fly. And I'm like, you can't fly, bro. Like, if you jump, you're gonna freaking unalive. You're like, no, public, I can fly, bro. Public, so you're telling me right now that I cannot fly. And I'm like, bro, you cannot
You're crashing
fly.
out, bro. You're
I believe
crashing
you.
out
You
on
can't fly. Like, believe me, you can't fly, dog.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to talk you off the ledge, but you can jump if you want to. Trust me, I'm not gonna jump to reach out and grab your hand. All I'm gonna do is try to talk to you about it. If you want to jump, you can jump.
Come
Right?
on,
I'm trying to
bro.
bring you. I'm trying to bring you into back into reality.
They say my arrogance is suffocating. It's so insulting.
Yeah, and here's the thing. The what I'm saying is the way you're acting. I can't imagine a woman trying to deal with you in a relationship like this.
Oh my God. Yo,
This-
so what do I
this
sound
is
like? I sound
wild.
like an R word, devier, because
Yeah.
I disagree with you. Wow! I never
Yeah.
put my hands on a woman a day in my life. Well, me and my little sister fist fought and stuff like that when we was young and shit like that. She used to hit me first, bro. And I used to push off. But I ain't never get mad at a girl like, I told you not to wear that and hit her. Come on, man. Like, don't do that, bro.
You asked me the question. I answered. You want me to say no and lie? No. The answer is you sound like a red flag. I don't know. I'm not gonna get specific because I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. But if you ask me, I'm gonna answer. But you sound like a red flag. You don't gotta punch on a woman to be. Yeah, you don't gotta, and you don't have to punch on them to be I'm sorry, not a DVer, but to be to abuse them. Right? But
well,
you sound abusive. You sound manipulative. You sound like you try to manipulate everybody you talk to.
Yo, the reach is crazy, public. You a wild dude, bro. Yo, I'm a big fan, man. Fuck, you got me, man. This nigga sad. Because we disagree on the definition of etymology. Hold on a second. I actually got to get myself together. Yo, hold on, public. Hold on, public. So because we disagree on the definition of etymology, I manipulate and I'm abusive mentally to women. And I might even be a devier. You don't see how women even deal with me? Bro, public. You don't realize what you're doing is just shaming and insulting. It's just you didn't even make a point and you shifted your goalpost in the definition of etymology. It's recorded on the first one, bro. And you just did it in front of everybody, man. You just literally did it in front of close to 300 people. Stop it, public. Come on, man. Also, is there something you can do to raise the volume of the people you have on your show? Because when I go to YouTube, I sounded mad low.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like you might want to.
Yeah, I don't know. I got the mic up pretty loud. I got it up as loud as I can get it.
YouTube, it sounded. It was hard for me to, because I watched a couple of your videos. I subscribe to. I'm a support. I want you to blow up, bro. I ain't no hater. It is what it is. We live in America. We're supposed to have different opinions and still be able to get along. You get what I mean? So I'm not wanting your downfall because we disagree. But what I want you to do is stop just insulting and shaming because we disagree. And because you insult, and because I insult or disagree with your idea doesn't mean I'm insulting you. I've never once said, yo, you are a loser, you are nothing, but you have done that to me on tens of multiple times already. We've engaged, what, 4 times? 4 or 5 times max. You get what I mean? And every single time you attack my personal character, and I've never done that to you.
That's a lie.
I've never done that to you. I've never said anything.
You try to do it all the time. I just don't care. It's just not the same, and it doesn't stick.
I've never done it to you.
But all right. So let me tell you the difference between what I'm saying and what you say. So you say stuff like, "Oh, this is an act." That's what you just said to me about me. You were like, "Oh, this is don't."
I didn't attack your character.
Stop.
All right,
you said that this is an act, right?
Yeah.
I said it's not. That was you trying to attack my character, and you said that many a time. You said like multiple things like that, and without me saying anything unprovoked, and I don't give a fuck. The difference is I easily can swat that away because clearly that it's not an act. I am who I am. But when I say the things about you, they land better, right? My blows land better to you.
No, because you're accusing me of.
I'm not accusing you of shit. I just told you what I think.
Mentally manipulative.
You sound like a manipulator. I didn't accuse you of anything.
That's crazy, bro.
It's really not that crazy.
That's insane, God.
You are trying to manipulate me right now. All you've been trying to do is gaslight me for 30 minutes. You've been trying. Hold on, 9. For 30 minutes, you have been trying to gaslight me.
You wildin', bro.
If I allowed you to do it, it would have worked. But I won't allow you to do it, so it hasn't worked yet. And instead of you just bowing out, you are becoming more and more abusive in your language. You're becoming more and more pressed. You're becoming more and more unhinged.
Nah, you wildin', God.
I'm wildin'? Okay.
Come on. Yeah, you are, bro. I did not become more abusive at all. In no way. All I did was highlight the shortcomings in your argument. Yeah, I might have said that you got an act because you said some outlandish shit like, yeah, we need to make divorce easier for women. And it just seemed so cynical. So I was just like, yo, is this an act?
Why is that cynical?
It just sounded cynical and like nonsensical.
Why is that cynical? To make divorce easier for women, for people. I didn't say wait. By the way, I didn't say for women. No, I didn't. I said we should make divorce easier. I never said for a gender, because if it's easier for men, it's easier for women. If it's easier for women, it's easier for men. So no, I never specified. But yeah, we should make it easier. But by making it easier, we make it safer for women specifically. Yes, that's what will end up happening, because women. Oftentimes, they are at the biggest threat in the relationship. The biggest threat to violence is when they try to divorce a man or when they try to leave a man. So I would like it to be where women could just leave in the middle of the night and just click a button and be done with the fucking, and just be done with the shit. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with that. Any woman in a abusive situation, get out of there as soon as possible. He's a piece of shit. I'm not over here.
They don't have to be in an abusive situation. That's what you're not understanding. A lot of times the men weren't abusive before. They saw no red flags of that type of stuff. But they, shit ended. And then when they tried to break up with him, he hit her, or even worse, or unalived her. So yeah, so I want to make breakups and divorces as easy as fucking possible, as safe as possible for everybody involved.
Sure. I can't disagree with you on that. I don't want anybody in any situation that they don't want to be in. We're all human with our own autonomy. Yeah. Agency over our bodies. Yo, I wish you the best of luck and all of that. It just felt cynical when you said it. I think you said it gendered. I'll go back to the YouTube. If I'm wrong, I'll request back up and I'll apologize, bro. Like, hey, you didn't say that. I will. I have done it multiple times on so many lives that I've apologized for saying something wrong. Okay? It's mostly religious stuff, Christian stuff, but I still
I still humble myself when it's necessary, man. I don't know. If that's the only thing that I acknowledged, and I said, I think you have an act going on. Other than that, I haven't attacked your character. I didn't say
is attacking my character. More gaslighting. What do you think that is?
I said other than that. So
I know, but but that's enough. Do I need another attack? I need. So you got to attack me 20 times before I go, hey, wait a minute. Nigga, that's enough.
Nah, you don't got to wait no 20 times, okay?
Shit, stop trying to downplay it.
20 times before I acknowledged it.
I didn't, sir.
You did. You called
me.
Bro,
I didn't.
The last live, you said I H women for no reason. You said,
I didn't say you did it for no reason. I did it based on what you said, the words you were using. What did I
say? What did I say?
Whatever we were saying, bro. I don't even remember all of our conversations. You know how many people I talked to? No, but if we look back on the conversation, I said even right now, I said I don't give a fuck. You do. I said you were misogynistic, and then you said I don't hate women. I said or disdain, and then that's when we got into the definition of the word, which you had no fucking idea about. And here we are.
Etymology. I'm still wrong on etymology. Stop it, public, please. I'm begging you. Oh my God, man. Public, stop it. You're wrong on the definition of etymology. You can't just change the definition of the word just because it fits the narrative this time. You can't say, misogynist is somebody who feels they're better than women and women. No, that's not the definition of misogyny. The definition of misogyny is the hatred of women, and misandry is the hatred of men. Okay? You can't change that definition because so many people don't know the definition of misogyny, or they're using it incorrectly. Okay? You can't do that.
Did you ever look up the definition of misogyny?
Let's look up the definition of misogyny. I hate going to Google because feminists control Google. You know what I'm gonna do?
See, it's stuff like that makes me say you actually are very misogynistic, because feminists don't control Google. Who controls Google? Who's the CEO of Google? What is their agenda? Why would they be? Why would it be? Wait.
Feminists?
Who? Huh?
Only women are feminists?
No, but primarily, yeah. Not only, but primarily, yeah. No, absolutely.
But that doesn't take away from the owner of Google being.
You don't even know what you're saying when you say that.
What?
I don't think you know what you're saying when you say that.
When I say what?
When you say Google is a ran by feminists, what do you mean? What does that mean? How does that affect what's going on? It's ran by Wait. What I know for sure, Google is ran by capitalists. That's what I know for sure. And last time I checked, capitalism and feminism do not jive with one another at all. Am I correct in that? Do you know what capitalism is? And do you know what feminism is?
I know what feminism is.
Okay, so how can those two things coexist at the same time? Think about it. Because I know you have to make an assumption about Google, about the people who hold on. Listen to what I'm saying, Nye. You have to assume that the people who own and run Google are feminine. You have to assume that about them. You don't know. They never said that. But I know for a fact the people who run Google, man, why are you always talking while other people are talking? That's another thing that makes me think you are mentally unstable, because you can't shut up. That is something only a mentally unstable person would do. You have no impulse control. You can't stop yourself from talking, right? So back to what I was saying. You have to make the assumption that the CEO of Google and the whatever of Google is a feminist, right? Which is a weird jump. Cool. I don't have to make an assumption about, are they capitalists? I know they're capitalists by how they run a capitalist country. I mean, run a capitalist company. Right? I know it. I can see it. They practice capitalism. They practice exploitation. And exploitation and feminism do not coincide with one another. Feminism is about the equality of genders, pretty much, right? Just to put it simply. So men and women have equitable outcomes. I'm sorry. They have equitable outcomes, right? That's what feminism is rooted in. Not women taking over, not men being subservient. That is misogyny. That is the patriarchy. Feminism says, oh no, men and women and children and whatever, all the genders in between have equity in life. They all get to live a full life. They don't have to be subjected to any form of abuse, right? Specifically by these systems of oppression. That is what feminism is for. So how can it be that a company that is rooted, that their ideology is rooted in exploitation, i.e. capitalism, simultaneously be a feminist company, a company ran by feminists? Those two things do not go together, sir. That's the point.
Okay, so because they're capitalists, they can't hold feminist ideals?
No, it doesn't make sense. Capitalism and feminism cannot exist at the same time. It's impossible.
So
that's what I'm trying to tell you. It cannot exist at the same time.
How is it existing right now?
It's not.
So feminism doesn't exist or capitalism doesn't exist? Which one doesn't exist?
Feminism doesn't run or rule anything, sir. Feminism doesn't have any power or control. It's just an idea. It's just an idea. It's not a system.
You said exist. The fact that feminism exists, that means that what is it? Larry Page, the owner of Google,
in the same space, Nine. It can't exist in the same space. Not in life, not in the cosmos, in the same space. The company cannot be a feminist capitalist company. You see what I'm saying? It's impossible.
Public.
Jesus Christ.
You said it's an idea. How can it not exist in the minds of those that are capitalists? How?
Just told you how. Because capitalism is rooted in exploitation, specifically the exploitation of marginalized groups. Do women belong to the marginalized group or not?
No, not all women. I don't believe white women.
All women belong to a margin. They do, based on the fact that they're women.
I'm not victimizing white women, bro. Not
doing white women are victimized too. Nah. That's stupid. See how dumb that is?
We got to disagree there. I don't believe they're a part of a victim group.
It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. They are. I don't care what you believe. It's not a debate.
This is a debate.
No, I promise you this is not a debate. You are debating with yourself. You're not debating with me. Why would you think I would be debating with you right now?
Oh my God.
We're debating if water is wet. I'm saying water is wet. You're like, no, it's dry. Sir, it's not a debate. Water is wet. Capitalism is exploitative. Women, white women as well. So hold on. They put 5 on your head. Jasmine did. And by the way, 9, you know what? And I don't know, because you said white women. I don't know if you mean white women globally, but do you know that that there was a country, it was a Scandinavian country that is predominantly white women. Right? I'm sorry, predominantly white. It's like 90-something%. They're very, very, very much, what's the word when people, homogenous. It's a very homogenous society, right? It's 90-something% of the people there are white. The white women in that country, like the majority of them rallied together to get equal pay and like other things. But that was one of the things, because even in a country with predominantly white women and white men, the white men were abusing the white women. They were subjecting the white women to abuse. That's what they were doing. So the women literally rallied together and went out and marched in the street and was like, we want equal pay to the men. Norway, yeah, one of those countries, one of those Scandinavian countries. So when you say white women don't suffer, they do. There's a scale, right? I'm not saying they suffer more than black women. I'm not saying they're subjected to more, but it ain't about the oppression Olympics at this point. But are they based on the fact that they're women? Yes. Are they based on the fact that they're poor? Yes. But like, there's a bunch of things with intersectionality that plays in there. But women are by default a marginalized group, the same way black people by default are a marginalized group, the same way that poor people by default are a marginalized group. That is what it is. So women, it doesn't make any sense to believe that capitalism, which is exploitative in nature, like it has to be exploitative. That's what it's rooted in, right? Exploitation. That system is like, yeah, and women can have equal rights and all. That's not how it works, sir. It's just not. It doesn't function like that. Unfortunately, they got 10 on your head, by the way.
10. Oh, it's like, they people put $5 here. I thought somebody come in on the head top and just throw 50 on it. People do
Sometimes
that.
They do. It depends on how annoying the person is.
All right, let me get you more annoying. Let me get you more paid.
No. You can't do that. You just have to have the conversation. If they drop you, they drop you. I like having a conversation. I don't know why y'all be so y'all. I got to start developing signals so y'all don't get caught up in it, because y'all be starting to think y'all like a part of it, and you really not. We just up having a conversation. You're not really a part of it, but I appreciate you coming up. You know what I mean? But like, you're not like, you don't got to do anything. We just have the conversation. I just let them do it, because what used to happen was I used to talk to people like you, and I would drop you in like 10 minutes, because I would just be like, yeah, this is, and I was like, nah, that doesn't work. We should have the conversation. Right. Yeah. And then I had it at a certain number, and people were paying that shit like in 5 minutes. And I was like, damn, y'all dropping everybody. And then the show would be boring after an hour. Right. It would be turned to an echo chamber. And I don't like echo chambers. I like having these discussions.
Yeah, I know. It's a good time with me to discuss opposing opinions. I enjoy it.
Draco, did you know you requested up? I don't know. Draco knows he's up here. I'm gonna mute him up.
But yeah, we just fundamentally disagree on just base things.
Kiosha says more to support the initiative, but also to add to 9 kicking rocks. That's 15. I mean, you don't have to say we disagree. You could just tell me how you disagree.
Well, we'd be talking in circles at this point.
I'm not talking in a circle.
I don't believe, I'm not going to say worldwide, because I don't have all of world history in my mind. You know what I mean? When I say the white tea woman, I'm talking about exclusively in this country.
Even in this country, yeah, they were.
Even in this country, they.
When did white tea women get the right? Who got the right to vote first? Black men or white tea women?
Black men.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where feminism comes from in this country. It's because they saw the black man get the right to vote, and they started turning up. The suffragists were actually terrorists. That white tea men absolved them of everything they were doing. They were actually bombing shit, right? Yeah. And white tea men absolved them of all of that stuff. Didn't classify them as terrorists because it was their women. And now they gave them the right to vote. They gave them all of the stuff that they need, and you calling them a victim?
They're giving them all the stuff that they need. Do white tea men and white tea women make the same amount of money?
Yeah, I think actually white tea women make more.
They don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't. That's what I'm saying. These are verifiable facts. I'm not about to sit here and argue with you about it. They don't.
The wage gap is
a real thing. I don't want to have it. I'm also not about that. No, I'm not about to have a debate about something that I know is unequivocally true. It's just a waste of time. So we're moving on. Do women, white women included, do they have to pay more for do the things that they need to survive in this world, in this country, cost more than the things that men need to survive in this country?
It needs to get packaged prettier for them, so it's more expensive to package it in a eye attractive.
Also not an answer. Also not an answer to the question. Hold on. Also not an answer. Nine.
Women want prettier things.
Nine. Stop. Oh my God. It doesn't make sense.
Tax is not real.
Then why did you just acknowledge that it was real?
Because it's not. Because they're not. Companies are not.
Oh wait, wait. Do you see how stupid that was? You acknowledged it was real, but then you justified it.
Hold on.
You acknowledge that it's real. You're just justifying it. Now you're saying, "Oh, it's not real." It's real. You're just trying to justify it. And also, it's not. What's the difference between a white and yellow Bic razor or a pink Bic razor?
The packaging is much more elaborate for a feminine product than it is for male products.
But wait, even if the packaging is more elaborate, even with that being, hold on, Brett, Nine, listen, even with that being so, which is not true, but even with that being so, Nine, even if that were true, it wouldn't cost 20% more to put some extra plastic on it or to make it pink with some frills. It wouldn't cost much more. If it costed more money, it wouldn't cost much more money. I'm not saying that I disagree with they want the packaging to be prettier for women, which I do disagree with. I do disagree with that. It's not facts. I'm just saying though, you can say it's pinker, you can say it's more purple or more fuchsia or it pops more, right? But it doesn't mean that they spent any more money on the shit. You see what I'm saying? Because last time I checked, black ink is expensive. Like that's you know what I'm saying? Like black ink costs all the cheap. purple, pink, green, whatever the fuck. That's whatever shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not buying like so if our shit is in black and they shit is in pink, what shit costs more? Our shit costs more technically. That's what I'm saying. So miss me with that. Oh, their packaging is more pretty and they put a bow on it and that's why it's 20% more. That's not true. Can I ask you another question? Did you know that? Or I'm going to tell you something because I'm pretty sure you didn't know. Did you know that they don't when they make drugs?
You take every chance to insult me. It's crazy.
It's not an insult. You just don't know.
All right. Okay, bro.
I'll ask the question and you can tell me if you knew it or not.
Okay.
When they make pharmaceutical drugs, do they test them on women and men?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, they don't. Typically, they test them on men, so we don't even know how a lot of these drugs will affect women. We don't know.
So we should test on women?
Yes.
Yeah, they'll probably start complaining. That's what they do.
See how weird that is? See how weird that take is? You don't think that's strange?
Yo, this is funny, bro. So women.
Why is this funny? I don't think anything about this is funny.
This is funny, bro. This is funny. So women complain, bro. That's what they do. All right. No matter. It's misogyny to say women complain. It's misogyny to say anything about women. If you don't say women are angels and they're perfect, then it's misogyny.
You should say that. Say it right now. Do you believe it?
What?
Do you believe that women are angels and perfect?
No. I believe both men and women are flawed. We're all dirt under God.
Ugh. Right. You lost me at God. But let me read this super chat. Sunrise E said, "Dumb ninja, please quit fighting facts. It's embarrassing." Oh man. Yeah, bro. This is bad, man. Yeah, so it's just like you don't, and it's not Drea, okay, but it's
Drea, I'm not complaining, Drea.
Hold on. Nah. I only read super chats and cash apps when you're up here. I'm not reading comments, right? If I do read them, I keep them to myself. But even if I did, I could do it. But so
yeah, you're the host.
Yeah, but I don't even do it. And you're up here doing it while you're talking to me, which I find to be rude. But yeah, so I think the problem with all of this is you are just, like I said before, you are willfully ignorant. Right? Like, you know, you're ignorant. And then even when the new facts are presented to you, you make up some dumbass like excuse to like dismiss them. Oh, women just complain.
This is all recorded. It's going to be on YouTube. Don't mock my laugh, bro. That's hurtful.
Stop laughing like that. You mock your own laugh. Your laugh is the mocking of a laugh. Like, you're not really laughing. It's a forced laugh. So you're mocking a laugh. And it's wrong when I do it? Like, what the fuck?
It's hurtful when you do it.
It's a problem when I do it, but when you do it, it's okay. When you mock the laugh,
I get it.
It's cool. But when I do it, it's
are they up to $20 yet?
No.
Are they up to $20 yet?
No, bro. Don't worry about it.
All right. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
All right. So what else? What do you mean?
What else? We haven't even addressed the topic.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Men only, but I told you I can't really speak on the topic like that because I never thought about that. Like, yo, I want to control this woman by paying for everything. I never really thought like that. So, I mean, are there men out there that want to control women? I'm not disagreeing for sure. Yeah, there are men out there that want to use finances to make sure that their woman has no free will, doesn't even have a mind of their own. I'm not saying all men are good and women are just these evil manipulators. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, like, you don't seem to have objectivity when it comes to women.
I don't.
That's all it is. I don't feel so. Like, I'm on lives all the time trashing men all the fucking time. On a regular basis. I understand why women choose the bear. Man, I got a sister. I got 3 nieces, man. I got a mom. I understand the fear that they feel.
So the only way for you to understand it is to have women closer. You can't understand it just from a human perspective.
No. I understand it from a human perspective.
Okay, then what do your proximity to the women in your life have to do with this scenario?
I guess nothing. You're right.
Right. So I'm not understanding. I don't think you trash men, and I don't trash men either. This is not me trashing men. Trashing men is saying things that about men that aren't true. Right. If I'm saying something about men that's true, if I'm saying most men are neglectful when it comes to women and children and and other people in general, if I just say men are neglectful, I'm not trashing men. I'm just pointing out a reality about men. If I say that women are that every problem, every major problem in this world can be traced back to a man, that's also a fact. Like you can think, like really do the math on it, think about it, and come back with the answer.
Yeah, so for sure.
It's not me trashing men. So I don't know what you're talking about. How do you trash men? You just say all men are ugly? That's trashing men.
I feel
all
like
men are dum-dums? Like that's trashing men.
I feel like men are brutes unless they're specifically civilized. Like there's somebody in their life that has actually nurtured them to become upstanding citizens. Other than that, we're physical brutes. We're meant to submit to a higher leader. We're worker ants types thing. These are things that I just believe that's innate in males. Most men don't like to hear this shit. They think I'm a simp. They think I'm pandering to women to get their validation.
You know why that's such of a weird take for you? Because, and here's why what I always clock about men like you. You guys overdo it, right? Because that's not true either. Men are innately, brutish. Yeah, it's not our nature to be brutish. Who told you that? Yes, I don't believe that is our nature.
We develop much later. Yeah, it is. We're physical beings with testosterone. It's just chemical, bro. And if we're not civilized,
women have testosterone too. Listen, a lot of men have less testosterone. Hold on, wait. Hold on. I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you something. Men have testosterone levels are different in every man. Right? Exactly. There's no blank. There's no like every man has this level of testosterone.
You cut me off to make a point I was going to make. Public. Let me finish, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
Testosterone is different in every man, and the mentality is different in every man, and some men are volatile. And honestly, it's a good majority of men that are volatile and are dangerous. That's not me going in on men, but they feel like I'm going in on them and that I'm pandering. And just as I highlight the shortcomings of women, you tell me, well, I hate women and stuff like that. It's just funny for me to sit in the middle.
Let me tell you, all right, so
by both sides.
So I think what you're doing is instead of actually hold it or putting the mirror up to men and saying it is our actions, it's our choices that we make every single day that is leading us to these outcomes, right? You say it's nature. So you absolve men of the responsibility at that point. If we're naturally brutish, then what the fuck can we do about that? We're natural brutes, right? So you absolve men of that, and that's how you say that to dismiss men. So you like act like, oh, I'm really trashing men, but you're not though. You're putting 10 on 2, right? You're just doing extra shit for no reason. Like when men, the men who hold on now, like the men who dislike the women the most, they be the men that be out here like, oh, Grand Rising's queen and da 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 da. Oh, every woman's a queen. My sister, queen this, queen that. Anytime I'm like, you really don't like women because you don't need to call women queen. You can just treat them.
I agree.
You don't gotta do all that weird shit. You know what I'm saying? You're like overcorrecting, right? You overdoing it to be like, see, I'm holding men accountable, but you're not because you're saying that it's natural. So you're not actually holding men accountable at all. You're not highlighting. Hold on. You're not. You're not actually talking about our behavior. You're not talking about the socialization of men. You're not talking about any of that. You're just saying we're naturally brutish and this is who we are. Deal with it, women. Now, women, and then you start talking. So, and in your mind, that's you balancing it out. But the shit you say about women ain't the same thing. It's not even true. Because what do you say about women? What the fuck are you talking about? Because I ask y'all this all the time. What do you want to hold women accountable for? What do you want women to hold themselves accountable for? What do you want to hold women responsible for? What is it? It goes both ways. It's men and women. We got to talk about both sides. Okay, cool. What is it? Be specific.
Be specific.
Yep.
With what?
How do women negatively impact men? As a group.
Negatively impact men?
As a group, yep. How do they hurt us as a group?
Single motherhood.
That doesn't hurt us. And single motherhood is not single motherhood.
Raising the boys that end up
You're already wrong. That is a fatherless home. So try again. That's men. Okay. Keep going.
That's not
That's men. If the home doesn't have a father, the father. If the home doesn't have a father, the father chooses not to be there. Try a different route. That's not the right route. Hold on. That's not the right route. If the home doesn't have a father there, the father doesn't choose to be there. That is a man problem. So don't blame women for a man problem. Let's go. Try another one. You got another one? Hold on. You got another one? You got another one? Do you have another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I gotta address my first one though.
No, that one's over. That's a man problem. Okay. Let's keep going. No, I don't like debating about stuff that's true. Like, it's stupid. That's a man problem. Men choose to not be in their children's lives. It's done. Let's go. Next question.
All right, Public. I'm done, Public. Because you're disingenuous. You're like, oh, well, what I said is what I said, and that's it. And that's what you.
It's a fact. It ain't what I say. It's an actual fact.
So it's not the majority of women.
I don't like arguing, Brett. I don't like arguing facts. That's dumb.
Public.
That's a waste of both of our time.
Public. So the majority of women aren't having sex with the minority of men.
No.
The majority of women are not having babies by a minority of men. So I know
most
guys
men have babies.
8 kids, and I know guys with 0 kids.
Most men have babies. Most men have babies.
Do not have babies. Most men
in their lifetime, most men end up having kids. It rises the older you get, and it caps out around about 40 years old. By the time you're 40 years old, 70% of men have babies. Wrong. So most men have babies. Where you
get that from, Public?
The census, the bureau.
Give me the census, Public. What are you talking about? Give it to me, man.
I'm not about to go. You can go look it up.
I got a laptop in front of me.
Okay, go look it up. I'm not gonna wait for you. I'm gonna keep going.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so since that's the case, right? And also, it's mama's baby, daddy's maybe, right? So we really don't know how many men actually have kids.
I'm talking like an 80s movie character. Shut up, Ariel.
Yeah, we really don't know how many men actually have kids, because men, when they ask the men, do you have kids? The men say, nope. So you don't fucking know. Men lie all the time about having kids. So you don't know. You don't know. But I can say, even with that being said, even with the numbers, it doesn't make sense. The majority of men end up having kids in their lifetime. So let's get back to it.
Women in the comments is gonna have my baby.
What? Bro, you about
to women in the comments?
Oh God, bro. This is wild. I'm not understanding what you're talking about.
Okay, so among men aged 15 to 49 in 2015 to 2019, 55.2 had not fathered so over the majority of men have not fathered a child 15 to 49, bro. 15 to 40.
Listen, hold on. 9. See, this is how I know you don't know how to read stats. So 15-year-old boys, not men, boys aren't having kids at all. So that's gonna break. Hold on, shut up. 49. You can't be ignorant and then talk when I'm trying to explain something to you, right? So if you know how averages work, right? It's a percentage. So 15, most boys ain't even hunching at 15. So they're taking a 0, right? So that's a 0 with the 70% of men that actually 70 plus. No, you got to shut the fuck up, man. You really are dumb. You don't know what you're talking about. This is so easy. I'm literally hearing this in real time, and I can already tell you that you don't understand. Like, you don't. That's what I was saying before. You don't have good reading comprehension. So all that means is that if you take out the 15-year-olds and boost it up to 18, it jumps up. I bet you it jumps up to over 50% right off the bat, right? Then the higher you get, like I said, by the time you get to 40 years old, over 70% of men have kids, black, white, Hispanic, whatever. Over 70% of men have kids. That's my point. That what you just read does not refute that. It starts off at 15 fucking years old, bro. 15 years old when most boys ain't hunching? That would make sense. And it's still only at 55%. Think about that. It's really close. So you got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, like young men, right? By the time you 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, that's when you really get into your baby making years. So if you did it from 22 to fucking 50, it'll be 78% of men have kids. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't fucking know. You don't understand what you're reading. You don't know how to read it. God damn. This is crazy.
You done?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Chase and Amy go. Go ahead, Chase and Amy.
Oh, wow.
How are you?
Let me rebuttal
I'm
anything.
good.
Okay, so can I answer the prompt?
Please do.
So I agree, and I'll tell you why. When men profess themselves to be providers, say they meet a woman, a young woman, and they tell them, listen, I want a wife to stay at home, take care of the house, take care of the kids. Let's say she's a college graduate. Okay, let's say she maybe worked 2 or 3 years in her field. When she stays at home and does that role, if for whatever reason the marriage ends, either he cheats, they grow apart, what have you. Now you got a woman 10, 12 years in that has not worked. And let me tell you, I'm a recruiter, so I know this. When I see large gaps like that, it puts women at a severe disadvantage because she has not worked in her field for over 10 years. And now she has been completely financially dependent on this man. And now she's screwed because, well, now she's going to get child support, maybe. How's she going to get a job? It's going to take her a while to get a job in her field because she's not up with the game. She hasn't worked in a while. She doesn't know technology. She might not have certifications she needs to do her job. It puts women at a severe disadvantage when they meet these men that say, I want a traditional wife. I want my wife to not work. And that's the problem I have with it, honestly.
I personally, to me, I think it's a red flag when men when they want to do it. And I know people can argue with that, but I'm just telling you, I think it's a red flag when men want to do it. I think men, it's okay for a man to be like, I'm capable of doing that and I can do it if need be. I think that's different. But the men who are like die hard about it, you know what I'm talking about? The ones that are like I want to provide and no, I need my woman to stay at home. And like any man that says, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I already know where this is gonna go. I already know that man. Those men they are not in the business of actually taking care of women. All they want to be able to do is make money and ignore the women and the children. That's all they want to do. They want to impregnate the women. They want to knock them up with a bunch of babies, lock them down, lock them in, make the woman financially dependent, like you just said, Amy. Yeah, that's what they want to do. What up, Alexander? Alexander said, everyone ignore I'm the prize. He's just here to derail the conversation. Who is I'm the prize? Go ahead. You guys can go.
Hey,
I think it holds women in a very bad position because, like I said, if for whatever reason that marriage ends because the divorce rate is over 50% in this country, then the woman is at a disadvantage. Whereas that guy, what does he do? He just goes and gets an apartment, maybe pays child support if she fights him on it. Hopefully she'll get it. And now she doesn't have a job. Now she doesn't know how she's going to pay everything because he has completely controlled the finances. It doesn't work, especially.
you know what works? This is what works. Everybody.
Hold on, she cut out for a second. I don't think
now,
she
if you have a man that's.
She keeps cutting out.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like now, if you have a man like if you have a man like you just said, if I got to do this, if I got to hold this down, I will. That's fine. But if you are just telling a woman, I want you to stay home, I want you to take care of kids, you cannot have a job, that is complete control over that woman. And
How
it's
about
wrong.
this? How about everybody get their own job, pay their own bills, no marriage, because nobody needs that anymore. It's an old, outdated concept. And whenever we want to have sex, you find somebody you're attracted to and have sex with them and move on. How about that? Does that sound ideal? Everybody has their freedom. Everybody has their money. Everybody has their equality. How do you feel about that?
Like if you're attracted to
How about both people work together as a partnership and raise kids and raise a home and do everything together?
don't give me an opposing idea. How about what I proposed? How about that?
I think that's regular shit, what you just proposed. I don't think what you're saying is like, I think that's regular shit.
That's what everybody's doing. Everybody's paying it. Everybody's already paying their own bills and having sex.
So instead, if you're not religious, for everybody in the comments, if you're not religious, marriage is unimportant. Go find somebody you're attracted to. Get it with it. Don't ask for relationships. No relationships. Holla at that. No relationships. We just fucking, and then I'm moving on.
That's what men been doing.
People are doing right now anyway.
That's what men been doing, by the way. They've been trying to do that forever.
All right, let's keep doing it then. You guys like that? Everybody got their own money, their own place. Everybody needs sex. So it is what it is. Yes or no?
See, you lost me because a lot of men be homosexuals. They don't be having their own place, so they be needing the women. I don't think that's gonna work for a lot of you.
Niggas don't deserve pussy.
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work for a lot of these men's is out here, brother. Let me read the super chat. Regina said, to the woman caller's point, I used to work in HR and we were told to not move forward with resumes with gaps. And who has gaps on their resume most of the time? Women. That's a way to discriminate.
Yes.
That's a way to discriminate, Regina, without it being. So when people say stuff like, oh, everything is equal and da-da-da-da-da, it's like that's a way to discriminate against women because just like Regina pointed out, who will have more gaps, men or women? Women. Because they know women are gonna take time off for kids and so on and so forth. They know that, right?
Perfect. So it's done. It's done. I agree. We all agree, right? It's already a social norm. Let's stamp it as how we move forward. Nobody get married. That's outdated concept. Women don't want to submit to men. Men don't want to pay all the.
That's not what marriage is about, Nine. So be quiet. You don't know what marriage is about. That's why you're single. You don't know what relationships are about. You don't know what marriage is about. You don't know.
But
so what are you talking about? It ain't about submitting. I'm married. I'm not submitting. My wife ain't submitting to me. I'm not submitting to her.
They're oppression. It's oppression.
Marriage isn't oppression. You don't know what marriage is. What is marriage?
The concept of marriage is one of giving a woman to a husband. Like the concept of marriage is in turn.
Wait. You're right. Historically.
Oh. So then done. Marriage is done.
Hold on, listen. Hold on, wait. Listen. You're right. Historically. You're right. But in 2024, that's not the process. So what the fuck are you talking about? Because it's changed.
Marriage in 2024.
Who is giving a woman away to anybody? What are you talking about?
The tradition of a father giving away a daughter is still very much.
Oh my God.
See what I'm saying? He talking, sir. In 2024, women have jobs. They have educations. My wife is more educated than I am. What are you talking about? What do you mean? She's not beholden to me. Okay. The fuck are you talking about? She can leave me tomorrow. She'll be perfectly fine without me tomorrow.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. Okay.
So it is not 1924. It damn sure ain't 1824. It is 2024. And in 2024, marriage is not oppressive to either group.
In the comments, all the women in the comments, all the Chase and Amy, you don't like marriage is an oppressive system.
I got you, Alexander.
Marriage is an oppressive system. Men are oppressors. They're demanding. They don't know how to treat a woman.
Joya said, watching someone crash out in real time. She laughing. Yeah, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. What you're saying it's just not correct. Like marriage isn't oppressive. Relationships can be oppressive. And in most cases, relationships are oppressive.
The majority of men hate women.
Oh my God, I can't finish the statement. The majority of relationships are oppressive for women. Marriage is not oppressive in and of itself. If you're in a relationship, marriage won't make the relationship oppressive, right? Listen to what I'm saying. If you are in a healthy relationship and then you get married, the relationship doesn't all of a sudden become oppressive. You see what I'm saying? So it's about how the relationship functions. Marriage does not. It is not oppression. If you look up marriage, there is nothing bad about marriage. If you just look up the institution of marriage right now, there is nothing bad about it, right? Nothing. The thing that men always conflate with marriage is divorce. Divorce is a separate thing. We all know you have to be married to get divorced. I feel you, but you don't have to get divorced. So the assumption that, oh, if I get married, I'm going to get divorced. That's on y'all. That's how y'all think. Because most men know they ain't worth marrying. Most men know they're not worth marrying. Most men know they probably won't be able to make the relationship work for, in perpetuity, right? Forever and ever and ever, whatever the case may be. They know that, right? Okay, cool.
Women know that too.
So nobody get married. Women don't know that. Women think that they can change the man to help him become the person that he needs to be.
Yep.
You don't think that's stupid? True. You don't think that's stupid on their end?
Hey, that's something. I'm not gonna say stupid. I won't use that word because I'm not gonna call my wife stupid because I'm happy my wife did that with me. But I will say that I think is to the detriment of most women.
Okay, so then that's what I mean. Marriage might not be inherently oppressive to women, but the man is. But you saying the majority of men are oppressive. Okay, since the majority of men are oppressive, let's dead it. Marriage is done. Make your money. I make my money. When it's time for sex,
you don't see.
That's it.
You're the one who was having a circular discussion.
No,
we've already moved past that because you're not. Hold on, Nine. You're not saying anything that is revolutionary. People are already doing that in droves, right? The new move is a lot of women are just checking out from the process altogether. That's the newer move.
Correct.
Good.
Correct.
And that number is going up and up and up and up.
We are separating from men because we just don't want to deal with this bullshit.
Good. Separate. Bye.
Yeah, why are you so bitter? The men who say that are just you guys like prove the point in real life. Bye. Go be with the Bears. Go. Get out of my car. Like that's how you sound. It's like, nigga, calm down, bro.
Men are gonna enjoy sex by buying it
with robots. Men are gonna enjoy sex with robots. A. B. Men could buy Smex right now, but they refuse to.
Yeah.
They refuse to buy the Smex right now.
Pay for shit. They don't want to pay for shit.
They don't want to pay for it. They can't. A. They can't afford it, and B. It's not just about the Smex. It's not now. Nine. I get it. You pay for Smex, right? You a trick. That's cool. I don't judge.
I don't pay for sex. I'm tall and good looking, nigga.
Hold on. Wait. That's subjective.
I don't pay for sex, nigga.
Okay, then what are you talking about? Why are you talking for all men?
The majority of men can pay for sex.
They can't. Okay? They can't afford it.
They can't. Pussy $40, bro. What do you mean can't afford it?
That's made up.
Really.
That's made up.
$40. Yo, I used to live in Long Beach, California.
Hold on. I'm in Long Beach now. Hold on, Nine. I'm not muting you so you could just mute and keep talking. I live in Long Beach now. You just said you don't pay for vagina, but now you're going to tell us how you used to pay for vagina. That's stupid. Don't do that. Oh, no. Okay, cool.
I lived in Long Beach.
How do you know vagina? How do you know vagina? How do you know the going rate of vagina in Long Beach if you never pay for it? Tell us. Quickly.
I don't know. Pussy is $40, bro.
Quickly. Tell us, how do you know if you never paid for it, sir? Quickly.
I never paid for it.
Quickly. Tell us. How do you know if you never paid for it? Quickly. Tell us.
I'd never pay for it. I don't know.
Then how do you know? You was about to lie. So you was about to lie to us. So you was about to lie to us.
I lied.
Because you don't know how much it costs. Because it don't cost $40.
I'm sorry.
It never did. That's the internet. Get off the internet. Get off the internet.
I'll be on the internet.
I know the internet be having y'all fucked up. We joke about it costing $40. It's a joke, but it ain't true.
All right, I got you.
Go on Figueroa. Go on PCH in Long Beach and offer that girl $40. She gonna pull out a switchblade on you. She gonna kick you in the face with her stilettos.
Yo, fuck you, J Love.
She gonna kick you in the face with her 6-inch heels, bro. $40. $40.
Pilots don't even cover their drinks.
$40. What are you talking about, bro? Are you fucking crazy?
Niggas.
$40. You could probably get something for $40. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can't get anything for $40. I'm just saying you can't get what you talking about for $40. Not from anything you would actually do it with. Not from any.
Exactly.
You could, I guess, in theory, but you ain't gonna get it with nobody you actually want to do it with. $40. Maybe in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Late 90s or late 80s.
I just threw out
late 80s for sure. 40.
Yeah,
for sure 40 in the late 80s for sure.
We don't have to make it a whole thing. I just threw out $40.
Yeah. So most men can't afford that. Most men make $50,000, $60,000 a year, and the cost of living in most places in America, it's like 150 grand. Like most people are underneath it. Most people have debt. So how can they afford vagina when they can't afford food? When they can't afford to not be in debt?
Them
that don't make
niggas
no
should be
sense.
dating. Them niggas should
Most
be
men can't
dating.
afford vagina. That's what I'm telling you. And the
Get them
reason
out
why
of
I know
there.
that is because men complain about paying for dates. So I know they gonna complain about paying for vagina.
Yes, they
No,
complain about a
no.
2 for $20 at Applebee's. And they want some smacks afterwards.
They complaining about
I have great
$150
dates.
bill for a
I'm a
date. You
great
think you gonna have
dater.
to hold on? So you tell him, you know what? Because maybe y'all cool with hunching in your car. But I'm saying for the adult type men, you gonna pay for it and hunch in your car. You ain't gonna get a room at least. So you gotta
Bro,
pay for the
let that
room.
go. Can you let
gotta
it go?
pay for the what?
Can you let it go? Can you let it go? Okay.
Nah,
it's
we ain't letting it go because you brought it
costs more
up.
than $40. Okay, but I already concede.
But most men,
Alright.
but the reason why we not letting it go is because the point has
Alright,
to get
but you're
driven
right.
home that men
Okay.
will not be okay with just paying
Okay.
for smacks,
So
that
fuck
they're
them
gonna go
niggas.
fucking crazy like they're doing
Fuck-
right now.
Fuck them niggas. I'm not defending them niggas like, oh, they need to get put. Fuck them niggas. Okay,
Hey,
they
calm
can't get
down. Watch the
pussy.
language.
They
Watch the
can't get
language. Watch the
pussy.
language. Watch the language.
If they can't afford, if they can't bag a girl or afford a pro, then get all right. Beat
And
it.
also
nigga. Not
another thing
defending
you're
them.
missing is that's crazy to me is that you're missing the fact that men want way more from women than smacks. Smacks
Like what?
is a huge part, but
Like what?
men steal women's labor every fucking day.
Oh, this
That's
nigga
what they
wild,
want.
bro. Go ahead.
As
Talk
much
the
as they
shit on
want
that. Their
smacks,
labor.
they want the
Talk to me. Talk to me. How do men want women's labor?
I'll let Amy
Labor.
answer.
Go ahead.
You go,
So,
Amy.
okay, so unpaid labor. Like you have these guys out here that, make little to no money. They want you to cook for them, wash
Okay,
their
Mom.
clothes, cater to them. And they don't have a pot to piss in. They don't even have their own place, their own car. You're the ones picking them up when you got to go out.
Okay, I agree.
I know
Those
because
men-
I've done it. I've been stupid in the past, and I know these men. They
Okay.
look good. They smell good. They got game. They know how to talk to you, but they got
And you
shit to
stupid and
offer
you fell
you.
for it, right?
They,
Fuck.
yeah, 20 years ago, not now. That's why I'm still
Coño,
single.
es que esto los chistes se escriben ellos mismos, yo. Esta mujer, yo, my nigga. How you just
I
gonna come
understand
up?
Spanish, so be careful.
A mí no me importa, yo te lo estoy diciendo para que tú me lo entiendas.
Hey, one language up here, brother. We only speak English. Just like the fucking
She
poker
said I
table in the
understand.
casino.
I'm trying to say something behind her back. I'm saying it to your face. That is my
Yeah, nah, but
profile.
we don't know what you say. I don't know. I ain't gonna say we. I'm sure there's a lot of people that can speak Spanish in here.
Nah,
I'm
I hear
stupid.
you.
He basically said, public, that I fell for it. Yeah, 20 years ago, not now.
Women are so
and that,
smart.
you think
yet
that's
they fall
funny?
for
You
the
think
dumbest
wait, you
niggas.
think that's funny to
Yeah.
that she's admitting openly that men manipulated her and she fell for you? Oh,
Yeah.
you fell for it? You
Yeah,
would
'cause
too,
they're so smart,
dummy,
but yet they-
dummy. You would
they-
too. Why do men act? Wait. Men act like they wouldn't fall for a woman manipulating them when we all know that if women actually chose to use their powers for evil, my guy, my
What
guy,
happens?
like you have
They
no
backdoor
clue.
niggas all the time.
Men are they don't.
Oh my god! You know what backdooring is?
No.
Backdoor is when you lure a guy for sex, but really you got two other guys waiting to rob them.
That's so rare.
Oh, it's so
Heard of
rare.
that
It's so
in my whole
common.
life.
That is so rare. Like what? That's so rare. So very
smart.
rare. Sir,
For-
getting
for a
robbed.
group of
Hold
smart
on, wait.
people,
Nah,
y'all sure fall
hold
for
on,
shit
brother.
often.
Hold on. Getting robbed is rare. I don't think you understand that. Just getting robbed is rare. Like in general, is rare. The vast majority of people do never get robbed in person. We get burgled, they break in your car, shit like that. Getting robbed, like your person, getting robbed, very rare, believe it or not. It's not a ton of those. It's really not. If you go look up the numbers, right? Now you want me to believe that something that is even more rare, a backdoor situation, which takes more planning and more, manipulation, more time and shit. That's happening all the time? The fuck is all the time? That's subjective then. 1 out of every million people? 1 out of every 500,000? 1 out of every 250,000? Like, what is all the time? Because it ain't 1 out of every 50. It ain't 1 out of every 1,000. That's what I'm saying. So what number? What is all the time?
I don't know the stats. I don't know the
Okay,
stats.
then you just
I
making
just
shit
hear a lot
up.
of
Don't
sto- I
say
just hear a lot of
things
stories
based on
of
how
it.
you feel, bro. Say
Okay,
shit
I
rooted
just hear
in
a lot of
reality.
stories of it. I just
Hold
hear a lot
on.
of
There are
stories of it.
stories of it. Sir, men lie all the time and men exaggerate and exacerbate shit all the time. as a way to run cover for other dangerous men and to justify their unfair treatment of women and everybody else, right? So men will do stuff like there is a site, I talk about this all the time. There's this site, hold on, and they got 25 on his head. They got a site.
Man, stacking.
They got a site.
Halfway there, bozos.
They got a site. Hold on, now don't get excited. They got a site. They got this a lot of these blogs on Instagram. I peeped it. If you go look at it, they'll just like have a bunch of like women, female teachers, you know, doing inappropriate things with young boys, right? Now, right. I'm not saying that never happens. Of course, like once again, I've seen it. I know it happens. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I know it happens. I'm not saying I've seen it in real life, but I'm saying like I've seen stories of it. I know it to be true. You know, women are capable of doing that too, right? But if you go to a blog and you see a lot of those, like multiple, you know what I'm saying, like posts of those, and less or around the same number of men doing it, that is deliberate. That is very deliberate because it's not even close. It's not close. Male teachers doing that to female students versus female teachers doing that to male students is crazy. He gonna be happy. They paid the rest. T said finish the job. And that's what I'm talking about. That's crazy. That's the part that where you can see how like men will go out of their way to like paint this picture of like, oh, see, women are just as bad. It's so crazy. I'm sitting there, I'm watching it happen. I'm like, why the fuck? Like, that's crazy.